Try cutting carbs, you're pushing through your workouts, you seem to do everything right when it comes to following all the weight loss advice, but the scale just won't budge and you're feeling so fucking exhausted, frustrated, and start to wonder what the hell is going on. And the problem isn't that you are lacking any efforts as an ambitious professional working a full-time job, it's just you're following the most common fat loss mistake that's keeping you in this vicious cycles of getting fat, low energy, and just feeling just so drained and no motivation. So in this video, I'll share exactly why fat loss seems so impossible to you and what you should do instead so you can finally burn the fat, regain your confidence, and get the results that you want without wasting your time on extreme diets and just endless amount of cardio. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell to get notified whenever I'm making a new video about weight loss advice. I use these tips to lose 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 12 years, and I also help several men and women lose the weight and keep it off as well, and I'm so excited to help you lose weight and keep it off. If you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you want to lose weight, you are probably thinking that you want to go on the keto diet or low-carb diet because it seems to be what everybody other people is doing, and I'll just say straight to you, don't fucking do it. The reason why is because if you have seen someone who has been trying the keto diet and, for example, the low carb diet, they've been trying for several weeks to lose the weight, but the problem is that it's just not sustainable in the long run, because I'm betting $100 that you are someone who really likes carbs and you also want to lose the weight and keep it off in a sustainable way because you probably have family or other networking events at job where carbs just unavoidable. So if you're just cutting all the fucking carbs from your diet, of course you're going to lose weight, but that weight is just water weight. So for every single carb you're eating, there's 4 grams of water attached to that. So of course, if you usually just eating a fuckload of carbs, I'm not sure how many carbs you're eating, but if it's a lot, you're going to lose all that water weight. But since it's not sustainable for you in the long run to keep this diet, it makes you just go back to that diet where you're eating all the carbs and you just wasted a lot of weeks and efforts trying to lose weight. So let me tell you why you need to have more carbs. I always recommend that if you are trying to lose weight, there are several benefits for getting carbs. So you're not doing this vicious cycle of yo-yo dieting, like you losing weight with hopping on keto diet, low carb diet, and then you're thinking you're going back to the normal diet, and then you're just trying this a couple of weeks of the year trying to lose weight, and then you go back to normal diet. That's fucking frustrating and exhausting. So of course you need to figure out your maintenance calories using a macro calculator, and then you figure out the high protein diet, 40-45% of your protein coming from proteins, and then you should also have carbs, 40% of carbs. Reason for that being high is because carbs is helping you, not only giving you a lot more energy when you need to perform like your daily workouts in the gym, doing cardio, doing steps, but you also need carbs for recovery when you've been working out. Let's say in the morning before you going to work, you need some energy to just go through that. And after you've been working out, I always recommend like 30 grams of protein, because you're breaking down all these muscle tissues and you need to rebuild it by giving you enough protein. Like high protein diet helps you not only maintain your muscle, but also building more muscle. But it's not only about muscles, it's also about recovering yourself after you've been working out, because I'm fucking exhausted when I've been working out, because I was just going balls to the walls when I'm like pushing the weights and focusing on progressive overload with increasing the weights all the time, and just 1 to 2 reps from my max when I'm doing like 10 to 12 reps on each exercises, and doing cardio 20-30 minutes, and also just 5,000 6,000 steps. In total I do like 12,000 steps a day. So of course you're fucking exhausted after you've been working out, so you need a lot of carbs for recovery. If you are someone who've been trying to work out and doing all of these things I just mentioned, you are just feeling very moody, irritable, because you don't have any carbs that can help you recover faster. And if you don't have any carbs, you're not only struggling with being focused at your work, if you're trying to talk with clients and doing presentations, you just have that mental fogginess that is carrying you through the day, and you're probably getting fired because your health is at risk. You're being breathless when you are going from room to room talking with clients, and you're just not at your best, and you're missing out on career opportunities because you're just not at your best working out at your job. When you're at your job, you're not like performing the best. So I always recommend that you are having a different combination of carbs that could be slow digestible and fast digestible. Reason is that you need fast digestible carbs if you have something that you really need to perform. Let's say you having a presentation in 1 hour. I was focusing on having a lot of fast digestible carbs that could, for example, be a couple of cookies, for example. That could be like low-fat cookies but high in protein, and that could, for example, be a protein bar, for example, that's just giving you a lot of energy before your workouts. If you're like thinking that your presentation is like a workout, you really have to perform. And then, of course, if you need to work like 6 hours afterwards, you also combine that with some slow digestible carbs, because that's going to release the energy levels throughout your workday, so you have more energy to perform longer. That could, for example, be, I always think that you also need to increase your fibers, like 20 or 40 grams of fiber, so you are not feeling hungry throughout your work day. And also you need to have energy for after your work. If you have some dinners planned with friends, or you want to go to dance classes, that's also giving you more energy. And if you're combining that with high protein diet, the amount of time the carbs is going to be released is going to be slower if you combine it with protein, because the food is just being dissected, broken down in a less, not so fast. So it's just very beneficial for you to combine high protein and high carbs. So that's basically just what I want to share as the first thing. And I'd love to know, what is your biggest takeaway so far in the comment below. Another reason why you shouldn't cutting your carbs very fast, so if you are trying to lose weight, is on the keto diet and the low carb diet, you are basically just eating no carbs or just very little carbs. But the problem is that if you're trying to lose weight, you have to set around 12 to 20 weeks aside if you have to lose a bunch of weight, for example 40 or 60 pounds, maybe around that. So you're always starting out with having a lot of calories, like your maintenance calories, and then that could be 2,000, and then you get down to 1,800 calories. And then the reason why you want to decrease your calories and also increasing your steps and your cardio is because if you are losing weight on 1,800 calories, you following that like for 1 week, you're working out 4 or 5 times a week with strength training, you're doing cardio 20 minutes, and then you do 6,000 steps a day. You follow that for 1 or 2 weeks, and you should just focusing on losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. And of course, you also need to have 45% of your protein and also 40% carbs, and then the rest, that could be 15 or 20% of fat. Then you just following that plan for 1 to 2 weeks, and you're also measuring yourself like with body measurements, and also before and after pictures, like pictures from front, back and side in a good accurate lighting. You have a friend helping you with that, and then you're also focusing on hopping on the bathroom scale without any clothes. You do your thing at the toilet Monday morning. After that, you're weighing yourself without any clothes, because clothes is affecting the weight scale. And don't eat or fucking drink anything. So that's the first thing you need to have in order. If you're not doing anything of that in order first, you're fucking not going to lose weight. So you have done that. Then you're focusing on following that plan. You lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. Maybe you're losing more in the beginning. And after you're not losing 1 pound a week, it could, of course, sometimes you can just build a lot of muscle, so that can also just be an indication of you not losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. But if you are consistently not losing 1 pound a week, you have to change things up. And what you always want to do is that you're decreasing for example, your carbs, because you want to have the protein high. When you are in a calorie deficit, your body has two options. You're burning fat or you're burning muscles. You want to keep the muscles because having a high protein diet helps you burn fat even more. So you are burning 100 to 200 calories more if you have a high protein diet, and you also feel more full and satiated. So you want to decrease your carbs with 100 or 200 calories. That's why you're decreasing the carbs, because the carbs is what you want to gradually decrease, because that's just where you have the most bucks. And then you are upping up your cardio from 4 times a week on a stationary bike, 120 or 150 heart rate. On a resistance bike or a cross trainer, you're upping that from 4 times a week to 5 times a week, and instead of 6,000 steps, you do 8,000 steps. So you keep following that plan until you keep losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. And if you are starting to slow down your weight loss, you should decrease the carbs again with 100 calories, for example. And instead of 5-time cardio sessions of 20 minutes, you are adding 10 minutes more for 2 cardio sessions. So that could be Monday and Tuesday, 30 minutes. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're doing 20 minutes of cardio. And instead of 8,000 steps, you're doing 10,000 steps. And how you actually going to having 10,000 steps, that's just easy. You just, instead of fucking going to the gym, instead of using the bike to the gym or the car, you just go for a walk to the gym, and then you go back, and then you go around for a couple of minutes, maybe an hour or so. And then in the evening, before you are having your dinner with your family, you go out for 45 minutes again, and you also have your mobile on. You just download a step app, and that's just basically how you're doing. And the last thing I want to share with you is that you shouldn't focusing so much on drinking alcohol when you're trying to lose weight, because that's empty calories. When you're trying to lose weight, you want to have as much food in your system to feel full and also meeting your macros. So if you are having 1,800 calories and you are drinking like 3 to 4 glasses of wine or beer every single day, that's a lot of calories, empty calories. That's not going to help you in any sort of way. You're just drinking it to get satiated, but you're not feeling full from that. So let's say you have 1,200 calories left for the rest of the day, and you're not going to eat as much. So of course you're going to feel very hungry, and it's problematic to stick to your calorie deficit because you just don't have so many calories left to eat for, and you're just feeling hungry and feeling tired and moodiness. And it's just probably going to fuck up your weight loss journey. So just drink water. I'm drinking like 4 or 5 liters of water every single day, because that's just helping me feel fuller and also having my skin more clean. So that's basically just it. So if you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you've at your heaviest weight, you tried every single diet out there, you're not seeing any results, and being at your heaviest weight makes you feel breathless, you have diabetes, you are high blood pressure, you don't like what you see in the mirror, and not being confident in your body. And for example, you're also being less confident talking with clients and doing presentations at work. I would love to help you. I would love to help you in a way that I will invite you to a free strategy call with me, where I can give you specific advice how to create a sustainable plan for you to lose the weight and keep it off. And the link is in the description and in the comment section. And on this call, I just want to talk more about your weight loss journey, your goals, your struggles, and then I'll just offer my solution of how I can help you specifically so you can lose the weight and keep it off and feel more healthy and love what you see in the mirror and pictures, and just be very healthy and confident when you talk with clients and doing presentations. Thank you.